And what I'm doing now is a video blog in which I'll be answering your questions about some of the things I did in the Daily Groove, my drumming instructional DVD, and the clips on YouTube I put on. And the first thing we're going to address is a lot of your questions I got about the cover I did of Loveland, the Charles Wright funk tune. And what I did create my own beat for that, as opposed to the original, which had a really good funk feel, and I kind of just embellished on that, interpreted it in my own way. So we're going to talk about that in this this video blog. And just remember, any submissions can be sent in through www.stephenallenmusic.com. So for Loveland, the original groove of the song was a funk groove, something like this. Okay, it worked great. It was very funky. And it was simple. What I did is, in the DVD, the cover I did, I ended up just adding ghost notes and different rhythmic patterns to the hi-hat. So I ended up doing So that was pretty much the groove I did in the DVD, and I got a lot of questions about that. Basically what I'm doing is I'm starting with the groove from the original song. That's just a simple 8th note hi-hat pattern with a 16th note snare drum figure in between the 2 and the 4. What I wanted to do is I incorporated kind of a 16th note hi-hat pattern in between the 8th notes. And that's funny, and a lot of those 16th note funk grooves end up being paradiddles, which is one of the first things we learn. Right, left, right, left, left. So actually that's a great way to start putting together if you want to get into playing intricate funk grooves. Start with a paradiddle with your right hand on the hi-hat and your left hand on the snare. Right there, we're almost really close to what I was playing in Loveland. What I added in there was a ghost note after the initial. Which is a small 32nd note ghost note I put in there in between the 2 and the 4. And that's the hi-hat pattern we're left with, which is funky in and of itself. It's got a more interesting pattern than whether it be a straight or 8th notes. And then I just end up playing the hi-hat on the offbeats. It ends up being on the E's of the 16th notes for the hi-hat. Okay, so that was a little sample of the kind of fills that went on in the song along with the groove. Before I get to that, notice I'm ghosting the notes I don't want accented. That always helps when you want to accent a note as opposed to playing that note louder. Just be extra quiet with your ghost note, which makes your main snare hits, or whatever it be, sound thicker. So you hear that? You're hearing the 2 and 4 as the main snare part for the groove, and everything else gets ghosted. So those are some tips and some exercises to help you start putting together the groove similar to what I played.